Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the world, and I am here with Ryan Dodson, a puppeteer. Ooh, and we'll get into it. The Dino Tier. Sorry, that was my bad. A Dino Tier with Jurassic World Live, an exhilarating and unpredictably live family entertainment experience that brings the wonder and thrills of Jurassic World to fans of all ages. It'll be roaring into the Fairfax, Virginia area for those of you who are in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and metro area. That's Fairfax, Virginia, for the first time at EagleBank Arena from March 23rd to the 31st. So as of today, it'll be 2 days. Your first show here is in 2 days. Exciting. Jurassic World comes to life against a backdrop of captivating scenery where dinosaurs from the iconic franchise, including fan favorites like Blue and T, our favorite girl, the T-Rex, takes to the stage. The production features more than 24 film-accurate life-size dinosaurs with scale, speed, and ferocity. Hi, sorry, Ryan. How are you today, sir?
What an intro. Hey, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. I do want to clear up that I am I'm an off again, on again dino tier. For the most part, I'm a soldier. But I do step into a 140 pound dinosaur suit once every maybe weekend or every other weekend. So I don't want to take away from our dino tiers that do it every
No,
weekend and every show. They are amazing. I just step in just to cover when I can.
no problem. Well, you're still a Dinoteer, even if on a part-time basis. Let's start there then, and then we'll go into your other roles. Can you explain what the difference is between a Dinoteer and a Puppeteer?
A Dinosaur is a full body puppeteer, right? They're just wearing a dinosaur suit. That's all. It takes a lot of, and I guess there's some pride that comes with the term dino tier because the training leading up to being a dino tier, you basically have to be a super athlete to do this thing. It's very heavy. 140 pounds doesn't seem like that much on paper, but when you're having to do the animations and you have to stay in there for like, I don't know, up to like 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, it becomes an endurance match. And it's an endurance match against yourself. You're competing against yourself out there. And you gotta be at your absolute best. You don't want to step the wrong way. You want to make sure you can still maintain everyone's suspense and disbelief while you're inside this suit. And that's why I have so much respect for the people that do it full time. But you're right, I am a dino tier because even if it's just once and every now and then, it's still, I still get out there and I do it too.
Absolutely. It's give yourself credit where credit is due. Absolutely. So tell us about your characters that you play. From the soldiers to your dinosaurs. Who do you play in the show?
So primarily I play a soldier turned mercenary. Meaning in the beginning, we're just doing our jobs. We're soldiers. We have jobs, right? We're somewhat happy and content with what we do. We're wrangling these dinosaurs that escape from their pens, trying to keep the people of the park safe, right? However, things things don't go according as planned, as there wouldn't be a show if things went according to plan, right? So things go a little crazy and we end up losing our jobs and we become mercenaries and we're sort of evil, we're sort of jaded. So that's my primary role. I'm a soldier. And yeah, every now and then I'll get to step into the role of a dinosaur, and actually it was really tough at first, but now it's like second nature to me. So I can do
Mm,
either or now.
awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. The evil. We don't push the evilness, but hey, someone's got to do it, right?
When it comes down to it, we need an antagonist, and if it
Yeah.
has to be me, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and do it.
Well, all the power to you, but kids, be good out there. No, no, see evil when you see. um, so let's talk about the show itself. It is supposed to be somewhat interactive. So can you explain how the show, even though you're doing an actual show, it is an experience on the. It's not on a stage. It's in the arena base. Um,
Mhm.
but explain how it is considered interactive.
Well, there's a couple scenes really. One that I can think of is in the beginning, wherein again, when things go crazy, we have a big Indominus Rex an Indominus Rex bursting. I'm so excited I can't even get the words out. This is my favorite part of the whole experience, by the way. Whether I'm
Mhm.
in the audience or whether I'm because I've been in an audience or whether I'm in the show. This is my favorite part, and I don't want to give too much away. But there's going to be a big scene where an Indominus Rex busts through the wall, and we as soldiers get to take the aisle down and interact with the people and try to reaffirm that everything's okay, stay calm, and you'll see the fear and the excitement and all sorts of emotion coming off the crowd. And based on what I see, I change what I say. And it's really nice to be able to do that. So that's one of my favorite interactive parts. The other interactive part is the dinosaurs themselves. Now we have the larger dinosaurs like the Triceratops and the 40-foot T-Rex that
Oof.
are controlled remotely, animatronics, right?
Mhm.
But you also have the dino tiers that actually wear the raptor suits, and they actually will go over to some of the floor seating and interact with some of the people, and you might get something bit off. So if you're there, you want to keep it here, all right? Keep it here. You don't want to be reaching out. I've seen some near misses, all right? I'm just saying.
Blue is, she does seem a little bit bitey, I'm just gonna say. She does seem a little bit bitey. There's more than just in the show. Do you work at all at the beginning where apparently, and I'm just saying this from what I've been given, guys. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm looking for you, Ryan, to tell me the truth. Um, at the beginning, before the show begins, the kids actually get to do some stuff as they walk into the stadium. Is that correct?
It's true. We have a pre-show where kids, families, they can come down and actually take photos with baby Bumpy. Everybody loves baby Bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Even the bad guys love baby Bumpy. I'm trained to shock dinosaurs when they get out of line, but I could never shock baby Bumpy. So that's one of the great things about showing up a little early. You got to get there an hour early. So if the show's at 12 o'clock, you want to get there at 11 o'clock. And so go there, take a photo. I believe the Stegosaurus or the Triceratops is out there as well. So you can get a photo with them. We have these great backdrops. These are going to be memories that these kids are going to just take with them. And maybe we might inspire little Jimmy or little Heather, to grow up and become a stunt performer with the show. And I think the pre-show and then the show, that's how you get the full experience.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I was a theater kid too, and look at me now.
There you are.
I'm interviewing the people who actually get to live my dream. I'm totally kidding. I'm sorry. So let's talk about you a little bit. How long have you been doing stunt performances and stuff like this?
I would say I started doing stunt performing when I started this contract.
Okay.
Before then, I was doing professional wrestling, and
Oh,
that was pretty much it. Yeah,
okay.
I started kind of late, but professional wrestling led to stunt performing with Jurassic World, and hey, I'm not complaining. Anything that involves me being paid to work out and being paid to be an athlete and being paid to put myself through all kinds of dangerous scenarios. I love that. I live on the edge now, 100% of the time, and I love it. When we go to a dangerous city, I always like to go out and explore, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I like the unknown. I like the unpredictability of life. I don't want to just stay in a hotel or stay behind a desk or whatever. I like to be out
Mhm.
there. I like to experience things. I have so many stories to tell. I can't tell them all here, but I'll stay on the path. What do you got for me?
Well, we're also huge wrestling fans here at the channel. So you've said you're a professional. You were slash are a professional wrestler. You got to give us your name before we go back to dinos. Got it. What was your stage name?
Well, my stage name derived from my time on the TV show American Ninja Warrior. That was like
Okay.
10, 11 years ago. So my coaches who taught me, I went to the Nightmare Factory. So I had Billy Gunn, Cody Rhodes, QT Marshall, Baron Black. I had a lot of good, really good fundamental and technically sound wrestling education. So they called me the American Ninja, and it just stuck with me.
Okay.
And you can find my first match online. I think the Nightmare Factory Showcase #5 is when I had my first match, and so many people showed up to that, and I was so happy to meet some of my childhood heroes uh, on that night. It was insane. I've been meeting all these people ever since. It's crazy. I never thought I'd be doing any of this stuff. 4 years ago, I was working behind a desk on the trading floor in DC, and now here I am doing things that I didn't even think was possible. crazy.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. I'm so glad for you. And that's just great. Live your best life, live your dreams. But let's talk about some kids' dreams too, because that's technically what we're here for. I'm gonna send you all the love though from this side of the window. I'm going to say this. Let's kind of switch it over to the adult side because I know Webster Style is now watching because I got the professional wrestler. Sorry, sir. He does it for all of you who are just watching. He does our wrestling show every Wednesday, so make sure you take a look for that. But let's talk about the adults. So Jurassic World / Jurassic Park, the Jurassic franchise, is a little bit more mature usually. It's one of those shows where, or it's one of those movies where many parents might not actually take their kids to the theater to see it. So let's talk about how do parents get into this when this does seem a little bit more kid friendly / family friendly? What is for the adults in the show?
Well, I'm assuming some of the adults, or most, if not all of the adults, have seen the original Jurassic Park series, right? And so
Hopefully.
some of the things, yeah, some of the things is that classic John Williams score, right? You've got that
Mhm.
soundtrack in there. You've got the original T-Rex, the life-size 40-foot T-Rex with the scratches from that first film. That's in there. You've also got things that like our combat, right? This is one of the most important things about this show if you're an adult wondering if you're going to enjoy it or not, is that our combat is very gritty. It's very our fight choreography, it's more, it has a more realistic edge to it, right? This isn't like
Mhm.
some, this isn't some like I mean, we try to keep it safe enough for the kids. We don't want to be like really hurting each other out there, but the way that the combat is structured will make you believe what's happening is happening, if that makes sense. So as an
Absolutely.
adult, I mean, yeah, I saw the show maybe 2 or 3 times before I started performing in it, and it's got everything I want from uh the older generation's point of view to even I would trust, like, if I had a kid, I would say yes, my kid can see this. So it's got the best of both worlds.
Awesome. Wonderful. What is your favorite moment that you've ever seen when you're interacting with the audience, whether it's an adult or kid? What are some of your favorite moments that you have had?
I've had a moment where, and I've been told not to do this, so I won't do this anymore. But I've had a moment
Oh.
where the kid, how they have those swords that light up.
Mhm.
So I went over there and I have a telescopic shock prod, a TSP, we call it for short. If you want to be disrespectful, call it a shock stick. But we have these TSPs, and I'm over by the floor seats, and I see this kid waving it around, and I walk up and I pick a fight with the kid. I'm like, hey, let's go, come on, we start sword fighting. And I know I shouldn't do that, right? But that was one of my favorite moments because I'm thinking if I'm a kid and I go to the show and one of the stunt performers comes up to me and starts sword fighting me, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna remember that.
Mhm.
So I like those moments right there where I get to actually get involved. And I've had people with dinosaurs, the little toy dinosaurs they buy from the concessions. I've used my TSP to shock their toy dinosaurs and just to see the joy on their face or the fear or the panic, whatever the emotion is. I love those moments.
Oh, that's so sweet. So make sure y'all take your kids. Once again, Jurassic World Live, the live tour is coming to EagleBank Arena in Fairfax from March 23rd to 31st. So once again, just in 2 days, get your tickets. They are available right meow on your computer. You can get it from the website or from EagleBank Arena. And Ryan, how about you tell the audience where they can find you on the social so that they can follow you on your adventures?
Sure, you can follow me at Ryan Dodson Fit on Instagram, and I believe I'm Ryan Dodson Fit pretty much across all the social platforms. But I use Instagram the most. There you'll see stuff from the show. You'll see me posting my crazy workouts and a lot of travels, a lot of nice skylines there too. If you like good scenery.
Absolutely. We'll hit you up when we're starting to travel around. We need some good suggestions. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully y'all enjoy this show. Make sure you check out the website and y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see y'all soon.